Welcome back, Buds Class 234 reaction videos. Jake Zweig, JakeZweig.com, the masterclass. Hey man, you want to be successful? Come crush the damn masterclass. Go to Buds, but the main thing is you got my email, my phone number. Reach out to me. Let's rock and roll. Get you prepared so that you can go to fucking SEAL training, SFAS, any of the selection courses and crush that shit. That's what we doing over here. We building champions for life. If you in some other genre, like you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or FBI, whatever you trying to do, as long as you attend, reach out, bro. We'll get you straight. I'll get you some help. We'll get you on the path to greatness. All right, let's see what Buds Class 234 got for us today.
No matter how the rubber IBS raft is carried, it hurts. The head, the shoulders, the rubbing against the legs. It's an irritating and aggravating exercise that eventually will turn into a race between boat crews. It's an evolution that never seems to end.
I wonder how long it will last. Maybe it'll last all week. Maybe it'll last all month. Maybe it never stops.
What I'm trying to do is get inside their heads a little bit. I try to remind them also that this thing could go on and on and on. And what it is designed to do is separate the men from the boys.
All right, one of the biggest tricks in Buds is to say it's never going to end. And I used to tell myself, that might be the dumbest statement in the world. It's going to have to end at some point. But they going to sell it like, hey man, we going on this run and we might be running for 3 or 4 days on this run. We're not going to stop running until we get 5 people to quit. Or we're going to run all night. Let me tell you, man, it's a subtle reminder. But like he said, it's going to separate the men from the boys. It's going to separate the chaff from the wheat. Trust me on this one. I used to think it was asinine when they would say, hey man, we're not stopping until 5 people quit. I would be like, well shit, I guess we're going to be out here all night. But see, we all know Buds is different because it ends every night. So even if it's 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, at most you're going to be running for 7, 8 hours. Still got to go to lunch. Still got to go to dinner. They going to let you go to those 2 meals. So it can't last forever. But hey, they put the little seed in the head. The germ goes in the ear. Next thing you know, you got a full-blown oak tree and people quitting. Let's see how many people they get today.
I wonder what my friends are doing.
But the weak-minded ones will succumb to that, and they start doing some soul searching. They let that little man inside their head speak to them that says, I can't. And I'm only interested in the ones who can.
I don't know if I'm cut out for this training.
The bell sounds, and 8 more men ring out of Class 234. 21 DORs and 2 medical rolls in 3 days reduces the class size by 1/3. The muster is down to 61 students. As the instructors intended from day one, more and more students are questioning their motives for being here.
Just rang out, Class 234. It was fun. I mean, it was a good experience. Really enjoyed it. But I think in order to be a Navy SEAL, you gotta want it more than anything else that you want, and willing to give up everything else to attain that goal. And I didn't want it that much. Tuesday actually wasn't quite as bad as Monday, but just the days consecutive, my body was just beat. I was thinking, you know, it's really what I want to do, but it's just a job. You know, it's the Navy, and it's my occupation, and my family needs to come first to me, and that was more important to me than being a SEAL.
I say it all the time, man. My man, my meter, probably had a family, man. Wife and kids at home. Wife and kids ain't going to beat the SEAL teams. SEAL teams going to beat the wife and kids. You can't have a family and be in the SEAL teams. Some people going to argue with me. All I'm going to do is just rip off the people that I know been married 2, 3, 4 times. Got 2, 3, 4 sets of kids. Hell, bunch of people divorced, don't even see their kids. You want a little bit more insight on it? Go watch my video on why you can't have a family and be in the SEAL teams or in the Rangers or the Green Berets. It just don't work that way when you're at the apex of the spear. You're giving too much of yourself to the job to make sure that you stay alive and that you're prepared and you keep your teammates alive. to really invest in a family. So a lot of cats get the buzz, they got a family, man, and they realize this shit's just the tip of the spear. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't never gonna see your family. So you gotta think about that, right? Okay, go catch that video. A lot more insight into why, you know, you can't have a family in a community. But hey, it gets a lot of people, man, they show up with a wife and kids, and it's either get a divorce or stay in the SEAL teams. A lot of dudes choose to stay in the SEAL teams and say deuces to the family.
It's not that far. 1 mile, 1,650 yards.
Right.
We've done 1,000 already.
Take the IBS too if you want.
So, you know, and that's our last evolution of the day.
It is the coldest evolution of the week. A 1 mile bay swim in 53-degree water without a wetsuit.
Okay, so listen, I'm here to tell you, the whole rest of your body can be cold, but when that water is rushing over your head and going in your ears, man, let me tell you, that if you had a hood on, you could do this swim all day. But with no hood on in that water, man, it's sucking the life out of you.
If they don't mind, it won't matter. But the humor for Thursday is wearing thin. Everybody is tired of being cold.
Talk to me. Gary Holly, swimwear 15. Gary Holly, swimwear 15. 15, go.
The instructors know the cold is miserable. Their main concern is how long each swim pair is in the water.
What is the matter with you?
Can't take that fin anymore. You first car, 13!
Hey, Willens. Well, Willens, take your fin off and I'll take it and you can finish the swim with one fin.
Yeah, Ron, come back too.
Or you can quit. Take your fin off.
Make up your mind.
Get your fin off, give it to me.
Give up the fin or quit. Said you can't breathe. Go. Just remember, you gotta do this for the next 6 months.
All right, get on out of here. You got 2 arms, you got another leg.
See ya.
Use them. Don't be a baby. Go swim. Go over to a swim pair over there. When they check in, hook up with them. What are you doing?
He was trying to blame his fin on quitting. He didn't want that heat. You know it. They knew it as soon as they came over there. They took that fin from him. Now in his mind, he's crippled, man. He can't pass the swim without his fin. Listen, man, anytime someone come up and start asking for help and some shit like this, they right on the edge of quitting. And trust me on this one, the instructors ain't got no problem putting foot to ass to help you make the decision.
I can't breathe right.
Who are you?
Sir Carol.
All right, get over here, Carol. Who are you? What number are you?
Go back 2.
Swim pair 2 is now, what's your name?
Greenigan.
You two go.
Greenigan is now with Roger.
Get a leg up. Get a leg up.
Swim pair 2. I have their swim buddy. You're shaking. If you're shaking, you're not hyped out.
I can't kick my legs.
Why?
They're locked up.
Then use your damn arms. Come over here and hang on to the boat. You guys keep going.
Sit up straight.
The early signs of hypothermia are mental confusion, listless response, and an inability to respond to simple questions.
Hang on to the boat. Hang on to the boat.
What do you want? Are you out of here or what? Because if you're not, you're going to go swim.
I can't do it.
If you can't swim, then you're out of here.
I can't swim anymore.
Why?
It's too cold.
Instructor Pat Stone and Mad Max watch the students closely, but no one yet is showing signs of hypothermia.
Yeah, are you going to breathe for me?
Sit down.
In, out.
Sit down.
The cold is simply too much for some to tolerate.
Kick, stroke, and glide. Underwater recovery stroke. Where are you at?
I'm in the bay.
Okay, what bay are you in?
Excuse me?
What bay are you in?
Thursday.
What bay? B-A-Y.
Coronado Bay.
Hurry up, Hopkins, get moving. What's your problem?
I've had a problem. Okay.
You keep an eye on him. That's all it is.
So let me tell you something. The last thing I'm gonna do is swim over to the boat. Okay? I'm staying away from the instructors. If I'm freezing to death, I ain't getting nowhere near them. Because I don't want nobody pulling me out the water for no bullshit. That dude right there realized he was getting closer to the boat. And then he said, oh shit, that's the devil over there. Let me turn my ass around and get away from that boat so I don't do something stupid and end up out of buzz. Hey man, that takes a lot of willpower right there to turn around when you freezing to death and get away from the one thing that can save you from the cold. Hey, I commend that dude right there.
Say this in English, please. Please. Okay, well, do what Doc tells you.
Hey, where are you?
Well,
I'm going to tell you right now, my man Chief Onay, when them gloves come out, next thing you're going to see is the anal probe, because they fixing to take your core body temperature. Now they got pills that can read your core temperature all the time. Back when I was in Buzz, back when this was shot, you getting hit with the anal probe for your core temperature. Shit is what it is. You don't give a fuck. You freezing to death. So someone sticking something up your ass that's the size of a pencil lead, you don't really give a shit about. But Chief Onay putting them gloves on for a reason. He fixing to take this motherfucker's temperature.
It's just not for him anymore. He wants to move on and do something else. He's done.
Back up there, operator. You are warm enough to continue this swim, Evans. Put your fins on. Put your belt on.
Yo, I gotta say something. They just probed my man, and he wasn't hypothermic. And ain't no way. I don't remember this part, but there ain't no way he getting back in the water. I'm just telling you right now. They just don't do it. Once they get out the water and they get in that boat, like that boat's like mother womb, they ain't getting out the boat. Okay? So he gonna tell him to get back in the water. Let's see what happens. This shit's gonna be good, because he wasn't hypothermic.
And jump in the water. You and Hopkins are going to be swim buddies.
Well, what are you saying?
Are you done?
Okay.
All right.
Get
ready to join somebody out there to finish the swim?
I'm done. You got 25 meters. Start kicking it out. 25 meters.
Relax. Carol, I think you're going to be all right. Roger, we had a 96.7 and a 97.3, over.
Why aren't they swimming right now?
I tried to get them back into the water and they said no way.
Roger that. What about the medical guy?
Medical guy was seen in medical this morning with pneumonia. They started him on antibiotics and I'm just going to keep him, over.
Take him in the water, tell him to finish. He's going to swim down to the other boat.
Excellent. Carol, put your life jacket on and you can finish the swim. What? You're done? Why? You think I'm gonna let you die?
The boat's right there, Carter. You better stay with your swim, buddy.
You have pneumonia. And every time you get in water, you can't breathe and you can't train. Chances are they might med roll you, med drop maybe, I don't know.
Hey, numbnuts!
The last swim pair to finish are Buck and Potter. Mad Max recognizes the early signs of Potter becoming disoriented.
He's been in the water for an hour, which is towards the upper limits of our swim. So if he had been swimming hard, then he would be done probably 20 minutes ago.
Scoot back, sit down, scoot back.
Scoot back here, Danny. And I don't know how cold he is right now, because we're going to go and check him out.
What's going on? You're all right, Potter. What? You're all right. You finished the swim.
Hey, you want to zoom us in? Get us in? Cover up with this, dummy. There. You look good.
So listen, here's what I'm going to tell you. Some of the people in Buds can take the cold, some of them can't. I think it's a lot of genetics. I don't know if you were raised in the cold, raised in Washington State where you cold and wet all the time. I don't think there's a lot of control over how well you deal with the cold. Okay, I got some really good friends that graduated with me at Buds. You know, one of them dudes claims that San Diego is the coldest place he's ever been. Okay, me personally, I dealt with the cold really well. So I don't really think a lot of it has a lot of bearing on kind of You know, people are just built differently. They handle the cold. I went to Bud's fat. I had a little insulation. Some of the lean dudes didn't. The really thin dudes struggle with the cold. I think everybody's an individual in that thing, but don't take the cold as one defining factor, because like I said, Buds is going to find the demons in your body, man, and they're going to exercise them mugs. They're going to bring them out the best they can. So for somebody, it might be the cold on this bay swim. For someone like me, it was the run in the swims, trying to pass them bad boys. They're going to find it, man. Buzz is going to bring out the weakness in you, and then you got to tackle it.
Are you cold too?
Doing all right.
What's 6 times 6?
6 times 6 is 36. Stuck the pants down.
Are you warming up?
Oh, yeah.
6 times 3. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up.
18.
Oh! You're a brain surgeon. Hurry up, get off. Get out of the boat. All right, get it off. Get out of here. Get up there.
Get a shower cap off of here.
Give me that thing.
Woo! One little 1,000-meter base swim, 1 mile base swim, 1,600 yards. Hey, look, sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. I done seen a lot of people quit in that bay water, especially during Hell Week, man. We had a whole boat crew get out and quit right there in the bay. So, man, look, I hope you enjoyed this reaction video, man. Hey, make sure you jump in the comments. Let me know what you want to see next. We got a long ways to go in this Buds Class 234 breakout video. I got a big surprise for Hell Week for y'all. Hey, y'all want to go to Buds? You want to go to AFAS, the Q course? Let me know. We printing greatness in this camp, brothers. We printing greatness. As always, we building champions for life.